EdTalk World Talk Show, presented by ClickAway Creators. Today we have Mr. Khalid Alissa with us. Mr. Alissa is an award-winning outstanding leadership in education. First place in digital transformation in education sector in Saudi Arabia, CIO, cybersecurity consultant, certified change management, professional, keynote speaker, and trainer. Member of several advisory boards. Expert in cybersecurity, skilled in IT management and leadership. Interested in digital transformation, experienced assistant professor with a demonstrated history of working in the information technology and service industry. Strong education professional with a Doctor of Philosophy in Information Security from Queensland University of Technology. So without any delay, let me introduce to the man himself.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me here and giving me this opportunity to speak to everyone through your platform. So thank you.
Oh, pleasure all mine. The question which we have is, how has the technology transformed education in recent years, and what trends do you see emerging in the future?
Wonderful question. And I think it's a two-parter question. The first part is how technology helped education. A clear example we can see is what happened during COVID. And there is a saying amongst IT people, we say COVID is the chief transformation officer. It pushed everything very fast and very quick. Before we had a lot of ideas and a lot of projects ready to move toward digital transformation, but there was a lot of resistance. People cannot accept this change, cannot accept how technology can make their lives better. COVID came and pushed everything faster and faster. When they tried how this technology helped them to make their education and teaching and learning better and easier, everyone wants to stick with it now. People now don't want to go back to traditional education. For example, online teaching. Online teaching was something rarely happening. Now, most of our education institutes focus on online teaching. Some of them have a mixed method of teaching between online and physical attendance, and some of them purely online. Also, the way we teach is evolving and getting different. Let's focus on another aspect, how technology affect teaching. For example, before the internet and before search engines, and let's be very specific, before Google as a leader in search engine, it was important for a student to memorize the information. I need him to understand what is the law, what is Newton law, okay? Not understand, memorize the Newton law. I need him to memorize how heavy is Earth, how big is this land, and so on. Now this information can be found very easily with a click of a button within a few seconds. So it's not important anymore for a student to memorize this. What is more important now is how he can get this information quickly from the internet. So the way we teach evolved and changed. Instead of teaching them the information to memorize, now we are teaching them how to get this information very quickly. Now we are facing a new era. Now we are facing the AI era, okay? The ChatGPT era. Before, we are asking students to do, for example, a research paper. And that's required for the students to go and do their research and read a lot of papers and do their summarization. Now this can happen easily using AI. So also we are facing a new change now. We have to change our style, our method of teaching to adapt to this change. We need to make students use these new technology and benefit from them to reach the needed goal. So I think that's the two parts, how technology is affecting teaching in university and education in general.
Thank you so much for sharing this valuable information. So before I go ahead and proceed with the second, just out of the curiosity, I would like to know that how you have been, what made you interest in cybersecurity consultant, as I can see in your bio as well.
To be honest, when I finished my bachelor degree in computer engineering, I worked in networks. So I went to do my master's. I want to do my master's in cybersecurity so I can combine networking and cybersecurity. And long story short, I came back with a PhD in cybersecurity. I'm very fascinated in the specialty or the area of cybersecurity. I love it. I'm so enthusiastic about it. So although I've been appointed as a CIO for the university, I still teach cybersecurity. I still in the college, I still supervise graduation projects in cybersecurity and supervise master projects in cybersecurity. So it's a passion. It's something I like. It's something I have the knowledge of. So I still consult on cybersecurity for several organizations.
The most important aspect of education and how it can be achieved.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sometimes I face questions from people saying, why you don't teach people how to use this product? And my answer is always, in the university, we don't teach people how to do things. We teach people how to learn to do things. So I cannot teach you all programming languages, but I will teach you how to learn a new programming language. So I think the most important aspect of education is to help the student to teach themselves, to help the student how to get the information by themselves. Because if I teach you how to program, for example, C++, and I do not give you the ability to learn something new, when you go to the market, you only have this one language you can program. But if I teach you how to teach yourself, or if I teach you how to learn new languages, you'll be open to any other new changes in the industry. So I think that's one of the most important aspects of education.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's also important that how it should be achieved. So in our education sector, so it's very important, like how we can learn,
yes,
rather just explaining the people. And the last and the final question for you is, how do you stay current with the new trends and developments in education, and what resources do you rely on your professional development?
Wonderful. I receive this question sometimes from students, especially fresh graduates. They always ask, how can I stay current? How can I keep up with the new changes? In IT in general and in cybersecurity specifically, it's a very rapidly changing field. Changes are very quick. And I always tell my students, what I teach you today might change in a week or a month, okay? So you need to always be up to date. I try to update my courses. So the answer is, first of all, the best source is honestly research papers. If you keep reading all the new research papers, you will be always in sync with the new trends, with the new coming technologies, because technologies comes from research. If you have a successful research, it will be funded, and then it will be new technology, and there will be a product, and then you can sell the product to someone else. But I also recommend my students to keep up with podcasts, especially if they are specialized podcasts in your area of expertise. For example, in our area, I give them a list of cybersecurity podcasts. Keep up also with Twitter and accounts that are specialized in your field. They will give you the updates and the new articles and the new the news about the field. Try to keep up with the website that gives the news about, for example, there's a new incident in cybersecurity, a new virus, a new technique, new tool, and so on. And another source of help, honestly, is audiobooks. People maybe don't like to read a lot now, but fortunately for us, we have the technology of audiobooks. Sometimes you're driving around for a long time. I don't know, like for example, in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia, to drive from your home to office sometimes takes an hour or more. You cannot read a book while driving, but you can listen to a book. So use this time, utilize your time listening to audiobooks, to podcasts in your field, and keep up with the news and Twitter accounts and websites.
Thank you. And just one more question I would like to, what changes you would like to bring in education industry if you get a chance? Like, what do you think?
Well, that's very interesting question. uh, Honestly, I would like to see more reliance on technology to make people's lives easier. I would like to see a change in the education style. We still have some professor teaching people to memorize information, which is outdated style. I still don't know how to adapt with the new phase of AI, but I think it's important that we adapt with this and change our teaching style to adapt to this. I think for me, these are the things I see. I would really like to see in education.
Thank you so much for sharing all the insights with us on the education and enlightening us with the information. Thank you so much for sharing such great insights with us, Mr. Alissa. We look forward to have a chat with you again in future on some other trending topics in international education industry.
Definitely, definitely. It was my pleasure. And thank you so much for giving me the chance to share this information with everyone through your platform again. So thank you.
Viewers, if you like this chat, please like and share this video and also subscribe to EdTalk's YouTube channel to appreciate and we do. And you have more info coming from industry leaders. So this is Sumedha for EdTalk World Finance.